What if one short trip, one tax form, or even one officer's judgment could cost you your green card? The rules haven't changed, but enforcement has, and thousands of permanent residents are now being stopped at airports. In this video, we'll reveal strict new rules every green card holder must know. And with each rule, I'll share practical tips to help you avoid the traps and protect your American dream. Let's start with the most shocking one. Rule number 1. Travel before citizenship. Interview can destroy everything. Imagine this. You've done everything right. You've lived in the US for years, paid taxes, and now you're ready for your citizenship interview. But then you take one short trip abroad and suddenly your application is denied. Trips of more than 6 months but less than 1 year can create a presumption that you broke continuous residence. Even shorter, frequent trips can raise red flags. Over 700 people in 2024 had their citizenship denied or delayed because of travel before the interview. Worse, officers don't just deny naturalization, they can re-examine your green card itself. One wrong trip can cost you everything. Tip: in the 12 months before applying, avoid all unnecessary travel. Stay in the US as much as possible. If you must leave, keep it brief and bring airtight proof of US ties. Rule number 2. Border officer discretion is now supreme. Here's where it gets scary. Even if you follow every rule, your fate may depend on the opinion of one officer. CBP officers have long had discretion to decide if a green card holder still intends to reside in the US. This isn't new, but enforcement at airports has become stricter. Two travelers with identical histories may get opposite treatment. Once flagged, you'll face extra scrutiny every time you return. Tip: stay calm, polite, and consistent at the border. Answer questions simply. Carry backup documents. Only evidence can override an officer's suspicion. Rule number 3. Your taxes can betray you. Even if your travel is fine, your tax filings can ruin your status. Filing as a non-resident or using a foreign address signals abandonment of U.S. residency. In 2024, over 600 cases were denied or delayed for tax inconsistencies. Some green card holders ended up in immigration court just because of their tax forms. Tip: always file as a U.S. resident unless advised otherwise by an immigration lawyer. Double-check your tax preparer. Understands green card obligations. Don't try to save money with foreign residency claims that could cost your future. Rule number 4. Emergencies don't guarantee mercy. Think a family emergency abroad will be excused? Think again. Officers now judge by patterns, not excuses. Even trips for caregiving or funerals have triggered detentions. Over 500 cases in 2024 involved people flagged after emergency travel. Tip: if you must leave for an emergency, prepare like a lawyer. Bring medical papers, flight proof, and evidence of your U.S. life during your absence. Consult an immigration attorney if the trip may last months. If you are enjoying the video so far, please remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. It helps us keep the fun and travel tips coming. Okay, dear friends, let's continue. Rule number 5. You must prove your U.S. life on paper. Having a green card is no longer enough. Officers now want daily life proof. Utility bills, leases, pay stubs, tax returns, and even kids' school records. Without them, you risk hours in interrogation or even a court notice. Tip: keep a residency folder ready at all times. Digital and physical copies of leases, bills, W-2s, and IDs tied to your U.S. address. Treat reentry like a mini audit. Rule number 6. Reentry permits are no longer safe. Once considered a shield, reentry permits are now just requests. Since 2024, hundreds of permit holders were interrogated or had permits challenged. If officers think your life is based abroad, the permit won't protect you. Tip: don't rely solely on the permit. Maintain U.S. ties, a home, job, tax filings, and be prepared to prove it. Rule number 7. Frequent short trips raise red flags. Here's the unexpected twist. Short vacations may be riskier than one long trip. CBP now monitors frequency as much as length. Even 4 or more short trips per year have triggered interviews. Since 2024, over 800 travelers faced secondary inspection for this pattern. Tip: keep non-essential trips minimal. If you must travel often, document the reasons, especially for work or caregiving, to show your life is still centered in the U.S. Now, let me present 8 bonus alerts that show how almost anything from your phone to your taxes can be used to question your residency. Alert number 1. Pressure to sign away your green card. Some travelers report being pressured at airports to sign Form 1-407, which means you voluntarily give up your green card. Once signed, it's almost impossible to undo. Tip: never sign I-407 under pressure. You have the right to refuse and request a hearing before an immigration judge. Alert number 2. Device searches are growing. CBP officers can search your phones, laptops, and tablets without a warrant. Private messages, social media, and even WhatsApp chats can be checked to see if your real life is abroad. Tip: keep devices clean of sensitive data. Use cloud storage for important documents. Consider traveling with minimal electronics. Alert number 3. Criminal records raise flags. Even old or minor arrests, sometimes expunged, can trigger detention. Green card holders with past records are under greater risk of secondary inspection. Tip: consult an immigration attorney before traveling if you have any criminal history. Carry certified court dispositions showing resolved cases. Alert number 4. Conditional green cards face extra scrutiny. If your status is conditional, through marriage or investment, CBP pays extra attention to travel patterns. They want proof your relationship or investment is genuine. Tip: always carry marriage evidence, joint bills, photos, lease, or investment documents. Keep your story consistent and backed by paper. Alert number 5. International students and workers in your household matter. If your spouse or kids live mostly abroad on visas, officers may argue your family life isn't centered in the U.S. Tip: keep strong. U.S. ties: maintain a permanent U.S. home, school records for kids, and joint U.S. accounts to show family life remains here. Alert number 6. Social media checks are expanding. Immigration officers increasingly review Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn profiles to see where you really live and work. Tip: keep your online profiles consistent with your U.S. residence. Alert number 7. Health insurance and benefits usage are monitored. CBP may review whether you're using U.S. healthcare or other benefits while living overseas. If they suspect abuse, they can challenge your status. Tip: use benefits responsibly and always keep a U.S. address on file with providers. Avoid long overseas medical stays billed to U.S. insurance. Alert number 8. Extended time abroad for children is risky. If your children, who are also green card holders, live or study overseas for long periods, officers may argue that your family is no longer truly based in the U.S. This has led to some kids being flagged or even losing status. Tip: if your children must study abroad, maintain clear U.S. ties, keep a U.S. home, file taxes properly, and carry school transfer or re-enrollment documents proving the U.S. is still the family's permanent base. Bonus alert. Number 9. Secondary inspection can become routine. Once flagged, you may face secondary inspection every single trip, even for short vacations. Tip: keep a travel log and carry consistent proof of U.S. residence every time you return. Bonus alert. Number 10. Employment abroad raises red flags. Working for a foreign employer even remotely can be seen as proof you're based overseas. Tip: maintain a U.S.-based job, or at least keep payroll, W-2s, or contracts showing your primary work is tied to America. Bonus alert number 11. Bank and credit activity are monitored. Officers sometimes check whether your financial activity shows life abroad, like foreign ATM use or overseas accounts. Tip: keep your main bank accounts, credit cards, and bills tied to a U.S. address. Bonus alert. Number 12. Mailing address inconsistencies. Using a foreign mailing address on official forms, taxes, or bank accounts can be treated as evidence of abandonment. Tip: always keep a permanent U.S. mailing address on file for taxes, banks, and USCIS correspondence. Bonus alert number 13. Long gaps in U.S. healthcare or school records. If you or your kids have no recent U.S. medical visits or school enrollment, it may suggest you live abroad. Tip: keep regular U.S. checkups, insurance activity, or school enrollment proof as ties to residency. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave comments below. Until next time, dear friends.